Starting on December 1st, we are counting down to Christmas with the best 25 Christmas movies of all time. If you're just joining this series, I encourage you to start from the beginning. And if you enjoy Christmas content all year long, then click on that subscribe button. Number 1. It's a Wonderful Life. It didn't become a Christmas staple until it fell into the public domain in 1974, leading TV stations to air it nonstop every December. That constant exposure helped audiences discover George Bailey's story and turned It's a Wonderful Life into the number 1 Christmas movie of all time. On Christmas Eve in Bedford Falls, George Bailey has reached a breaking point. Years of sacrifice and responsibility have left him so delusioned that he's begun to contemplate ending his life.
Your Father in heaven. I'm not a praying man, but if you're up there, you can hear me. Show me the way. I'm at the end of my rope. Show me the way, God.
The prayers of his friends and family reach heaven, where Clarence, an angel's second class, eager to earn his wings, is assigned to intervene. Before he can help George, Clarence is shown the defining moments of George's life that led him to the desperate moment. At an early age, young George saved his brother Harry from drowning.
Is this the year you can't hear him? George Bailey, I'll love you till the day I die.
Losing the hearing in one ear in the process, and stopping Mr. Gower from accidentally poisoning a child. As an adult, George repeatedly gives up in his dreams.
I'm leaving right now. I'm going to school. This is my last chance. Uncle Billy here. He's your man.
But George, they'll vote with Potter otherwise.
Postponing college after his father's death, taking over the building and loan to protect the town from the greedy Mr. Potter, and using his honeymoon savings to keep the company alive during a bank run.
All right, Miss Davis.
Could I have $17.50?
The only decision that George doesn't give up on is love, marrying Mary Hatch and building a life with her in the old Granville house.
Well, you gonna throw a rock? Hey, that's pretty good. What'd you wish, Mary?
Mary is a stay-at-home mom, raising their 4 children, helping George run the building and loan, and opening a newly expanded Bailey Park. On Christmas Eve, we learn why George is despondent. His Uncle Billy misplaces $8,000 of the building and loan funds, which Potter finds and secretly keeps.
So there's nothing wrong with the books. I've just misplaced $8,000.
You misplaced $8,000.
George decides to take the blame. Facing a scandal and jail time, George turns to Potter for help, only to be told he's worth more dead than alive. Desperate and convinced he's a failure, George finds himself on a bridge, praying for a way out and contemplating jumping.
Help! Help! Help!
Clarence intervenes, and when George wishes he had never been born,
Oh, I don't know. I guess you're right. It would have been better if I'd never been born at all.
What'd you say?
Said I wish I'd never been born.
the angel shows him an alternate life where George never existed. Bedford Falls is now controlled by Potter, renaming the town after himself. Because George was never born, Harry died in the ice. Mr. Gower poisoned the child.
Where's Mary?
Oh, well, I can't.
If you know where she is, tell me where my wife is.
I'm not supposed to tell.
Please.
She's an old maid. She never married.
Where's Mary? Where is she?
She's just about to close up the library!
And Mary never got married working at the library. But looking back, Mary's life is not nearly as bad as they make it out to be. Clarence shows George that he had a wonderful life.
George, you really had a wonderful life. Don't you see what a mistake it would be to throw it away?
And how his absence caused chaos for his friends and family. George begs for his life back. Granting his wish, George races home ecstatic to see his family and face whatever consequences await him. Turns out that George's personal sacrifice didn't go unnoticed, with the entire town rallying around to replace the missing money. His brother Harry, who benefited from George's actions, arrives and toasts his brother as the richest man in town.
To my big brother George, the richest man in town.
George finally understands the true measure of his life, and as the bell rings, finally gives Clarence his wings.
Look at this. Every time a bell rings, an angel gets his wings.
That's right. That's right.
So why is this on the list? I mentioned the struggle choosing if A Christmas Story is the greatest Christmas movie of all time. The reason? I also adore It's a Wonderful Life, a movie I've never watched until I discovered the movies of Alfred Hitchcock when I was a teenager. Watching the movie Vertigo, I was fascinated with the actor Jimmy Stewart. Jimmy quickly became my favorite actor of all time.
You said that they had to wait and save their money before they even thought of a decent home? Wait for what? You know how long it takes a working man to save $5,000? Just remember this, Mr. Potter, that this rabble you're talking about, they do most of the working and paying and living and dying in this community. Well, is it too much to have them work and pay and live and die in a couple of decent rooms and a bath? Anyway, my father didn't think so. People were human beings to him, but to you, a warped, frustrated old man, they're cattle. Well, in my book, he died a much richer man than you'll ever be.
And I binged every movie I could find of his. In my quest to watch his filmography, I finally watched It's a Wonderful Life, discovering why this movie resonates with people. It's a Wonderful Life makes people reflect on their lives and the impact one person can have on the lives around them and how they matter.
You said, Jimmy, that was your favourite movie of all. Of all the movies you made, that's still... Why is that?
I don't know, a lot of reasons. I just noticed that scene there. That scene, I remember when I first read the first draft of the script, and that scene, the little prayer, affected me. And when I read it first, when I did it in the movie, it did, and it did the same to me right now. And this is a theory that I've always had, that creating moments in movies, this, I think, is the important thing. Nobody knows exactly how it happens, but what you should do is to prepare yourself as best you can to make these moments happen. Because in a movie, it's really not so much the performance. It's really not there are moments.
George Bailey's journey resonates nearly 70 years later across generations because everyone can relate to the feeling of overwhelmed, overlooked, or uncertain about their place in the world. Its message that no man is a failure who has friends is a good reminder during the holiday season and gives hope to those who may need to hear it. And of course, its status as a holiday classic was cemented when it fell into the public domain in the 70s, and it aired constantly on television. That exposure introduced a movie that was considered a financial flop when it was released, but connected deeply with new audiences, identifying George Bailey's struggle and triumph, turning the movie into an annual Christmas tradition, including mine. This is what I feel is the best 25 Christmas movies of all time. I wish everyone a Merry Christmas. I'm thankful for all of you, and I look forward to keeping the Christmas spirit alive throughout 2026. I'm the Christmas Aficionado, and remember, stay off the naughty list.